My name is Erin Bailey. I am the Gallery and Visual Arts Director here at ArtStation. This wonderful historic building was the old trolley barn for the streetcars that ran from Atlanta through Decatur to out here. ArtStation has been here for about 35 years, if I remember right. We're undergoing a major renovation right now, and we're about to, please Lord, we're about to be finished with phase 2 of a 3-phase process.
And if you could talk a little bit about the history of it's short, but this history of the Plein Air competition and like why you started it and like, I guess, process of how it happens.
Okay, well, Plein Air painting, and if you're going to be very French, I think it's painting on plein air, but I speak Italian, not French, so I don't know. But it's the way the Impressionists painted. It literally means painting outdoors, painting on location. And we as artists stopped doing that when we had photographs we could work from.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have to deal with the elements and the changing light and all that, but you're working from a 2-dimensional reference trying to create a 3-dimensional illusion. But even if you want to maintain being a studio artist, the skills you get doing plein air can really help you in the studio. And there's nothing like standing in the atmosphere, hearing the wind, smelling whatever the smells may be, seeing the light. I usually say that to me, plein air work that was done on plein air has an authenticity that just doesn't come any other way. So we've been doing the plein air paint out here for 6 years. Back when I worked for the city, my last 9 years was directing Chastain Art Center and Gallery, which would have been a natural place to do it, but I never could quite get the city of Atlanta on board with doing a plein air paint out there. And so I'd had the desire, and we here at ArtStation are always trying to find ways to partner with the entities that run the park, and by that I mean Stone Mountain Park. And so one day, Naomi, the naturalist, Naomi Thompson, we were talking about something, and she said, I'd love to get artists in here. Can you think of a way we could do it? And I said, yes, we could do a plein air paint out. They would love it. And so we approached David, the president and artistic director here at ArtStation, and he said, I think we can do that. That would be a great project. I think it's a great event because it does bring all these different entities together for a mutual goal. It shows off the city beautifully. And so it shows off ArtStation in a good light because they all love what we do. It brings the people to Stone Mountain some people don't know that there's a real city besides the park, and they're surprised. So I think it's a win-win. It is a lot of hard work to coordinate. We had, I think, 38 artists this year.
Well, I was always enamored of painting in my hand. My mother's sister was a really good landscape painter when I was a kid. Her work still holds up. She's a great landscape painter. But she was a housewife. This was in the 50s. And so I always loved the smell of turpentine. I'd watch her paint, and then we'd get paintings of hers at home. My mom would squint her eyes and look at them, and she did it with such love. I just wanted to do that to her. So this is a favorite place that I like to go. It's in the mountain. It's a great view of the mountain. Somehow when you're there, the mountain looks huge. And but then you take a photograph of it and it shrinks down, looks like a pimple. So I'm always thinking, well, a painter can do that though, photographs can't do it.
My name is Sharon Abercrombie, and I just like the peace that I have when I paint. You just kind of forget everything else and just kind of concentrate on what you're doing, hopefully creating something worthwhile. This particular painting was my first plein air and my first experience with oil.
My name is John McCabe. I love to paint. It's a wonderful thing that I've kind of sort of discovered late in life. Really started about 57 years old. I started painting. I've got a lot to learn, but I think that's why why I love it so much, because I have so much to learn.
I'm Mary Negron, and I love to paint because it opens up parts of me. Every painting I paint has a little something of me in it. It started with a slow passion, but now I can't imagine a day without painting. And so I'm very honored to be here today, and I was intrigued by railroads, although after looking at this, it needs to be a little touch up, but it was fun doing and had a great day doing it.
It's fun. There are different versions of plein air paint outs. There's a huge one in Atlanta every spring called the Olmsted. Their model is very different. It lasts about 10 days, maybe only a week, but somewhere between a week and 10 days. They bring in the nationally renowned plein air artist. They house them for that whole time. They have them painting all over, mostly Druid Hills, but a few other places. And they sell their work for thousands of dollars. Well, we don't have the clientele that's going to come in here and buy a $4,500 painting. So there's no point in me bringing somebody here whose work sells for $4,500. Their mission is a little different. They do have a one-day quick paint, one of the 2-hour versions, that anybody can participate in. Mm-hmm. And they give out separate awards for the general public and their professional artists, because they all compete that same time and place that day. But obviously the people who earn a living primarily doing plein air are in a different category than as good as they are some of the artists. So that's the other model, but we decided early on we want ours to be about giving artists an opportunity, bringing them together, and I'm pleased with it. This was phenomenal. Most people we've ever had and most purchases today.
Wow.
So as tired as I am and as unaccustomed as I am to getting up at 6 in the morning to be at work by 7, it was worth it.